Hello, good evening, and welcome to Matters of the Heart with Victor Okwudiri. I trust that you'll be blessed by tonight's episode. I'd like you to invite your friends, your loved ones, just share the link to them, invite them to be part of this broadcast, and I am sure they will have reasons to thank you for it. Yes, because by the time we are done, they would have been inspired and they would have learned a lot. Yes, Matters of the Heart is a relationship program for both singles and the married. So it doesn't matter what your marital status is, the program is applicable to all. So once again, I'd like for you to share the link to all your contacts, invite them to be part of this, and I'm sure they will be blessed. Okay, so I'd like you to, before I go into what we have today, I'd like you to, if you have any question, even whilst the program is on, please do well to send in your question. You could put it on the comments, I'll see it. But if the question arises after the program, you can send it to this email address, victorokwudiri@gmail.com. victorokwudiri@gmail.com. Okwudiri is spelled Okwudiri. Alright, you could also just DM directly on any of our social media platforms. You can find us on Victor Okwudiri across social media platforms. So just search for Victor Okwudiri across social media platforms. You find us there. We will be very glad to answer your questions. Okay, so not the previous week, we skipped the previous week. 2 weeks ago, we answered questions, we dealt with questions and answers, and we are repeating it today, or we are doing it again today. Not the questions answered the 2 weeks ago I talked about. No, a fresh question, all right? But I'm saying we are doing questions and answers again today. Okay, so I'd like you, before we proceed, click on the like button. Please click on the like button and then click on the subscribe button, and then comment as we progress. Just comment, put up something to show that you are a part of the program, to show that you're participating. And finally, share the link, please. So there are 4 things I want you to do for us. Number 1, click on the like button. Yes, it will boost our algorithms. It will also help boost our visibility. Click on the subscribe button, it will do the same thing. And then number 3, comment as we are sharing. Just comment. Even if you don't have anything to say, you could put up an emoji, whatever it is. All right, you could put up maybe a heart emoji, since it's a relationship program, and share the link rather, to all your contacts. Invite them to be part of this. I'm sure they'll be glad you did. So share. Okay, I can see someone just connected. Yes, please just share the link. We are trying to wait for people to come on board before we launch deep into what today's episode is about. All right, so share the link. God bless you. Welcome once more to Matters of the Heart. Okay, someone else, please just share the link. Click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, so that you receive notifications whenever we come online. You see, we come online virtually every day of the week, and then even when we are not actually live, we post things. So there are a lot of things to benefit from our page. So that's why I would like you to subscribe, so that you receive notifications whenever we come live, or whenever we put up something on our post, on our platform. And then click on the like button, the subscribe button. Comment. Let us know the country you're connected from, so that we'll be praying for you and for your country of domicile. And then click on the like button. All right, God bless you. So we'll go straight to the question today. So someone asked me the other day, is it wrong for someone, knowing that he will be mounting the pulpit in church the next day, Sunday, to have sexual intercourse with his wife a day before? Did you get the question? Is it right for someone, knowing that he is to mount the pulpit? You know what the pulpit is, the altar in church. Is it right for someone, knowing that he's to mount the altar to perform some sacred functions, to be intimate with his wife a day before that function? Is it appropriate? Now my answer is this. You see, sex between a couple, okay, I can see Lucas saying Lucas Matthew saying hi. Hi, Lucas. Welcome to Matters of the Heart. I trust you'll be blessed. So let me proceed. Okay, because of Lucas that just came in, let me repeat the question. Is it right for someone, knowing that he is to carry out, a sacred function on the altar in church, to have sex with his wife a day before? Is it right? Now the answer is this: sex between a couple is sacred, no matter when and how it is had. Did you hear that? No matter when and how sex is had between a couple, it is sacred. But before I proceed, let's do some conceptual clarification, because one of the tricks of the devil to engender degeneration of value in society is to corrupt concepts, to corrupt language in society, to give wrong meanings to words in society. That way he can penetrate. What I mean is this: you see two people committing fornication, they say they are having an affair. So just calling an affair trivializes it, even beautifies it, makes it look nice, catchy. Do you understand? You see someone bribing a government official, you say he's doing PR. What is PR? It makes it look touche. Meanwhile, it is bribe, it is a crime, and then it is a sin before God. So the word couple has been bastardized by the devil to also engender value degeneration. So you see, you now hear people say something like married couple, a married couple. That expression married couple is a tautology. Yes, because the word couple describes married people. Why? The word couple means to intertwine two things into one, as in a wire. If you intertwine two wires into one, it becomes one wire. So it is coupling. So it becomes one wire, no longer two. And that is Precious Money. Hello, Precious. Good evening. Welcome to the broadcast. So that's intertwining two wires into one, making it one, which is what it means to couple. Is actually what God had in mind in marriage. That's why in the book of Genesis chapter 2, the last chapter, the Bible says, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall be joined to his wife, and they shall be one flesh. So that is coupling. So the word couple speaks of people that are married, that are joined in holy matrimony. Do you understand? That having been sorted out, I repeat that sex between a couple, so we are no more having to say married couple, because we now understand what it is. Sex between a couple is sacred. Why? The joining of a couple is called holy matrimony. So it means what they do in that joining, that thing they do that makes their joining actually what it is, or that makes them one, that thing is holy. Yes. And what is that thing? It is actually the sex. Because in law it is said that marriage is consummated when sex has been had. That is why failure to have sex in the course of a marriage is a ground for dissolution of a marriage. So two people get married and they don't have sex, they've never had sex, it's a solid ground for one of the parties to say, see, I'm done with this marriage, court dissolve it. Because it is the sex that consummates the marriage, that actually makes the marriage what it is, marriage. Do you understand? So that thing that makes couple one, it is called holy. That's why the joining of a couple is called holy matrimony. And the matrimony, what makes for the matrimony is the sex. So it means sex in marriage is holy. Every form of sex in marriage is holy. Because tomorrow someone will ask now, okay, so what about anal sex? Anal sex between a husband and a wife is holy. Yes, there's nothing sinful about anal sex between a husband and a wife. Now, whether it is medically right or wrong is a different issue altogether. I'm talking of the morality and the spirituality. All right, it is holy. Whether anal, whether oral, every form of sex between a husband and a wife, regardless of the position too, is holy. Yes, because what they are in that licenses them to practice that sex is holy matrimony. Do you understand? And then no matter the day it is had, it is also holy. So even if a pastor is to preach in church this morning and that morning he has sex with his wife, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, if a pastor is preaching and then takes a break, like maybe break time, there is a break time in that preaching, maybe they give them 10 minutes break, okay, everybody come back for the second word session. Within that 10 minutes, if he goes to have sex with his wife and comes back to continue the crusade, it is holy. There's nothing wrong. We've heard some men of God, some fathers of faith say, like, okay, they abstain. At least I've read one, say it doesn't, or I've read one and I've heard another one, so making them to say they don't touch their wives on Saturday night. They don't have anything to do with their wives on Saturday night. That is personal to them. They have their reasons for doing that. Maybe it's a kind of some sort of mental conditioning for them, or even if they think it's a spiritual conditioning, it is them. That is not to be made a statute of general application. Yes, it doesn't mean God will use less any man that has sex with his own wife, even the morning is to preach. It doesn't mean God will use a person less. These things are matters of personal idiosyncrasies. I hope it is understood. So you can have sex with your wife anytime, anyhow. Like I said, concerning the anal sex thing, the health aspect of it is now a different thing altogether. For that one, consult your doctor. All right. So if there are, the side effects associated with anal sex is just like also saying someone is overeating. So because he's overeating is a sin, it's just not good for the person's health. It's not like it's a sin. That's the same thing with anal sex. It has some side effects that, alright, we've heard of adults using pampers and those kind of things, fistula, anal fistula, a lot of that, but it's not because of the sin. Anal sex is discouraged because of the medical complications that arise or that are likely to arise. That's just all. Otherwise, it is the same thing as overfeeding. It is the same thing as eating late. Yes, those things are not about sins. They are about their health implications to your system. It's the same thing as bringing your eyes so close to your screen or your laptop screen. It affects your eyes. Do you now say that you are a sinner or you have committed a sin by bringing your eyes so close? It's the same thing. So, long and short, once again, sex between a couple, no matter how and when it is had, is holy. It is not just okay, it is holy. Yes, it is sacred. And God has nothing against it. I hope this has answered the question. Alright, so feel free, send your questions to victorokwudiri@gmail.com. victorokwudiri@gmail.com. Okwudiri spells OKWUDIRI. Alright, and invite your friends and your loved ones to be part of it the next week, Saturday, the coming Saturday. It's every Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time, or if you wish to call it West African time. So I'll see you next week, Saturday. Until I come your way, then please follow us across all our social media platforms. So just go across social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Just search for Victor Okwudiri. Okwudiri spelled OKWUDIRI. I trust you are blessed by tonight's episode. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week, Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Until I come your way, then your relationship will succeed. Peace out.